After the patronage bureaucracy was ended, it was replaced with the modern civil service that we know. And this happened with the Pendleton Act, which was passed in 1883. Pendleton Act implemented what's called civil service reform. What it did is it started out by putting 10% of federal jobs in the bureaucracy under the merit system. And this allowed for that 10% of jobs to no longer be subject to this rotation in office, these short-term limits. So it allowed the people in that 10% of jobs to become experts, to start to get promotions based on merit rather than based on who they knew. And the Pendleton Act did a second thing. It allowed the president to expand the number of jobs protected by the merit system using an executive order. So they delegated that power to the president. Basically, Congress felt like the president knows what's best for his own bureaucracy, right? He's the one who has to administer it. He's the one who has to control it. If he wants to add more people to the merit system, he can. Now, they were careful to say you can't go backwards. You can't take jobs out from under the merit system by executive order. You can only put them under it. So every time a president was voted out of office and was being replaced by a successor from a different party, they would expand the civil service pretty dramatically. Why? Well, think about it. The jobs that were not protected by the merit system were still being appointed using this patronage system, appointing who you know, who you like, who's done favors for you. So you then want to protect those people. You want to protect the people you hired. So you then put their jobs under the merit system when your opponent is coming in. So you know that your opponent can't then fire the people you hired. So by the time FDR was president in 1932, 80% of the civil service was already included under the merit system. So that expanded pretty dramatically, pretty quickly. And to this day, the vast majority, I should say, of the federal bureaucracy is protected by these civil service reforms that created a merit system. This has allowed us to move past the problems of the spoil system or rotation in office system or patronage system, got a lot of names for that era, and even past that early Federalist era. So jobs aren't inheritable now. You can lose them. And you're not putting your house up in bond anymore. So people can do this irrespective sort of their own personal wealth. But you still have a lot of protection. It's not just about who you know, it's about how well you do your job. And it's about preserving institutional knowledge and ensuring that people do their jobs well.